victory against Francisco Sanchez Ruiz that got Asia over the line, and the crowd chanting MVP, MVP, the stuff of dreams. But less so, that missed forward in the side, and a bit of a let-off for the Europeans.
Yeah, and that's the stuff of nightmares right there. Just caught the knuckle on the way in, and these side pockets on this Racing table will not forgive. As Jayson Shaw does the same thing, Michael.
Yeah, and he's been fortunate the way it's fallen. Manus, just 18 years of age, 66 in the world rankings. It's a big gamble to put him in the team, but that's not to say it's a bad thing. Very often in team formats you throw in youth. No battle scars, full of enthusiasm, and it can really be vindicated. Certainly looked good with the one rack he played in the opening team match.
Yeah, you'll notice a little conversation between the two as to how to play this. I'd say he did fine, cutting off the bottom of the pink. Yeah, going to the jump cue here.
It's the thing about playing in the opening team match, because you actually play so little pool, anything you do wrong is magnified, and that's why that one mistake from FSR is what we're all talking about from that first encounter.
Oh, what a hit here. The jump bank is on. That's kind of what I'm talking about. If they can somehow win this match, I think all is forgotten in the team point. That's how big this match is. It's going to need to settle. Oh, he got a little flick off the 7. That's going to help things.
It never looked in, did it, Scott?
No, I agree. I saw a little flick of the back arm there. Kind of like went out to the right. I think sending the cue ball. Yeah, we're not going to see the back arm there, but you can see the tip. Michael, to miss that 6 ball, there is no excuse. Not at this level.
Bit early to be calling it a dream debut for Manus, but opening night is going well for him so far. Broken ran from his rack in the team match, and he potted the 9, which gives the Asian pair the opening rack here.
This might work out just fine. Yes, sir.
Already been to a ranking event final, Manus. He was only 16. He reached the final from a strong field in Singapore just under 2 years ago. Lost to Ko Pin-Yi. So we've known about him for some time. And the European, well, they are both European, but representing rest of the world pair. Really can't afford to pass up this one.
Yeah, this is basically a layup. Yeah, the Q-tip come up again just a bit, making the 8 a bit missable now. Not saying Shaw is going to miss it. This is typically routine, but it could have been a little better. This is just like the 6 that FSR missed.
Exactly what I was just thinking. And I'm sure it's somewhere in his mind as well. Doesn't make the same mistake again, though, so eventually Shaw and Sanchez Ruiz get it done, and we're level at 1-1.
He's falling a little straight here on the 6. Going to be forced to stay below the 7. You'd love to be up by the left side pocket to just play the 7 in the lower right, or on the right side of the table to play it in the lower left. And just float past the 9 here. If I could choose anybody for this shot, this guy would be one of them. That is not going to make it, though. Michael, off by a big margin.
Just when they had the chance to take a 2-1 lead, which I think would have been a real fill-up for them. The Asians coming into this with the momentum after dominating the opening team match. Shaw and FSR in that scenario could have taken a 2-1 lead, even with the mistakes they've made. They would have felt very happy about it, and they've given themselves something to build on if they could cut down on the errors, instead of which they've made another one, and the Asians have a chance to go in front again. Aloysius Yapp has been the player of the year. He was the player of the Reyes Cup last year. And with that 9, he gets the Asian pair back in front. They lead by 2 racks to 1.
Yeah, Jayson Shaw, 7-time Moscone Cup champion, also 3-time MVP. I don't think you want a better man on the team. Oh, and this is the hit they needed. Very tricky, too. I don't want to find the rail here. It changes everything. Quite careless with the cue ball. This puts the heat back on Ruiz. Rule number 1, make the ball. Might be playing the 8 in the upper left next. Oh boy, he's elevated. My goodness, I can't believe he elevated there. I expected him to just level out and let it finish where he may.
Not saying everything he's missed has been elementary, but it's turning into a bit of a shocker early on for the 2023 world champion.
Yeah, and it's just gift after gift after gift. Yapp. Pretty good doubles record, Michael. 3-0.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. He won all 3 of his doubles matches last year and both of his singles. And something else he's almost certainly going to win now is this rack. So for the first time in the match, there's more than one in it. The Asian pair are leading 3-1. Are you surprised Jeremy Jones didn't come down and have a word with his players at the end of that rack? We saw Bustamante jigging into the arena.
Yeah, and I was actually just thinking about that. Not necessarily. He's probably in the back room working with the other guys. That's my only thought there. So it's understandable, right? I mean, these guys are such veterans, Shaw and FSR. They've been working together for years. Not necessarily surprised by any means. I mean, I think something's going on in the back. Probably trying to cook up a little win back there somewhere. This one isn't over yet.
Just feels like Jeremy is so well respected by everyone in the pool world, and he's experienced so much.
Not frozen. Good news is 7 is pretty natural. Makes it look so easy.
He's by far the least experienced player on either team in this Reyes Cup. By far the youngest. But Manus Looks like he's absolutely thriving on the situation. Neither side has run out from the break yet in this doubles. The Asian pair are 2 balls away from doing that and getting to the hill.
He had a huge opener on the blue too from Yapp. Yeah, just another day at the office for Aloysius Yapp.
Just as Shaw and Sanchez Ruiz look jittery, unsure of themselves, Yapp and Manus look so strong. And in what feels like no time at all, Scott, they're on the hill here. It's 4-1.
Look at the eyes. Focused. Okay, gonna use the 9. That's fine. He'd love to have got behind the 8 to take away the jump stick. It's not gonna happen though. One good jump, Michael. This match could be over with.
Might be thinking this captaincy business is easy right now. Far from it.
Big pocket all along there from Yapp. They love it. Chua laughing. A little fortunate off the 3.
Yeah, as acknowledged by the raised hand. These two actually met in the World Championship earlier in the year, and it was Manus who won. And there, down moment for Yapp in a big event in 2025.
Yeah, what about the 7? Is he considering trying to nudge up behind the brown 7? He's going to play it pretty simple there. But the great news about this is the jump is taken away because of the 4, I believe. And if you're kicking at the 3 from the right side of the table, you want to catch it full. If you can bend it between the 8 and 9 from the left side, you got a chance to make it. You've got to hit this ball no matter what. It often seems, Michael, like the balls know who's winning, right? That could have easily ended up in a good position for Shaw and FSR, but it did not.
This really could be the end. Or not. Okay, so an unexpected reprieve. It's going to take a big effort now for Shaw and Sanchez Ruiz, but they've been handed an absolutely golden chance to get it started. One thing which is against them, it is alternate break, so that means that there are still a potential 3 racks left. The Asian pair will have the break in 2 of them. However, that may not be relevant. Yeah. Well, how do you fancy this from FSR's point of view, Scott, given everything that's happened to him already tonight? This is the shot that he's left.
I can't believe Shaw has come up short there.
Well, wasn't too far away from scratching, but he has managed to bank the 9 in the side. Alexa Pichelj, former US Open semi-finalist from Serbia. He's only got to the last 32 in one of the big matchroom events in 2025, Manus. That coming at the UK Open back in the spring, where he lost to Duong Kwa Kwang, one of his teammates, here in Manila this week.
Yeah, he overdrew the cue ball there by some distance. Could have used a flick on the 8. Might have got a bump on the 3, but now it's going to be defense under the 8, or attempted defense under the 8. Got to get past the 5 here with the 3. Oh, he has decelled to the ultimate.
Isn't that amazing? This is the guy who's been the best player in the world this year. He's won 3 big major open events, and he's just played an absolute shocker of a shot.
And this is how things can turn, right? When you least expect it. And did he get a little flat here too? Is he able to go 1 rail? Doesn't want to have to go 2. This is a big error.
This is it. Just a couple of shots ago, I was just thinking I would expect this to go 4-3 all day long, but with the mistakes that Sanchez Ruiz have been making, you can't take anything for granted, and they've got themselves tied up in knots again unnecessarily.
Yeah, I almost don't fault Jayson on that positional play. It was more FSR just kind of leaving the cue ball in an awkward position. Oh, this hit looks okay. Not good enough, Michael.
And not for the first time tonight. Sanchez Ruiz misses an 8 ball. It almost went in, could have prolonged the contest. But Aloysius Yapp, the man who potted the winning 9 ball in the inaugural Reyes Cup last year, is going to pot the winning 9 ball in this match. It's been a horror show for Shaw and Sanchez Ruiz. Even at that, they still had a chance to get back to only 1 behind.